Due to fast-paced life of today, it is very easy to lose contact with friends. I have also lost contact with many of school time friends. It happened inadvertently. Some of my friends got busy with jobs, some shifted from another city, and some just got busy with family life. However, during this COVID pandemic, life slowed down. I was home all the time, and this also meant that I spent more time on social media, especially Facebook. So, 2 or 3 months ago, I got a friend request from one of my old friend Navneet. I was very surprised when I saw his name. He had shifted to Canada when we were in 12th standard. We never talked since like 5 years. So it was a pleasant surprise to receive his friend request. Navneet was one of my best friends in school. I don't use these words for anyone, but he was in real sense my most precious friend. He was good in academics and sports as well. When we were in school, he was the captain of the football team. I liked him very much. He always supported me. Despite all this, he was very modest, and still I hope he is modest. He never tried to show that he was superior to others. It was very fun talking to him. I felt like I had traveled back in time. It was a very good feeling for me. On one hand, we both felt a big guilt about losing touch. On the other hand, we were also very happy to talk to each other after so long. We promised each other that we will remain in contact, and it has been 3 months since, and yet we talk every other day. I am glad I found my best friend back. I know many families that live in our neighborhood, but there is one family that I really enjoy spending time with. They are our next door neighbors, Mr. Sharma, and their family. There are four members in the family: Mr. Sharma, his wife, and their two children, Navneet and Priya. I think they shifted to Delhi and our and our neighborhood about 5 years ago. Before that, they lived in Jalandhar. Mr. Sharma works in a bank and he was transferred to Delhi branch 5 years ago. That's how they came to live in Delhi and became our neighbors. I remember immediately after moving to our neighborhood, they invited everyone for a dinner. Their son is the same age as me, and he and I have become very close friends. There are many things that I like about them, but the first is that they don't do any formalities. I don't get the feeling that I am at somebody else's house when I am at their home. For example, they offer me things to eat when I go there, but they don't force it. They just ask me to not hesitate if I want something. I also like the relationship between Mr. and Mrs. Sharma and their children. They are strict but very friendly. They encourage their children to share their problems. I have never seen Mr. and Mrs. Sharma raise their voice. I have noticed that they always support my friend Navneet, and Navneet always shares his secret with his parents. I think very few people have this special dynamic relationship with their parent. In all, I get very positive vibes from all the members of that family. I feel very comfortable at their home, and that's why I like them a lot. I go for a walk every day at a park near my house. Usually, I also see a few children playing at the park during that time, and they are always accompanied by an adult. Last week, when I went to the park, I saw that children were fighting and laying on the sand dis- despite of insects being there. I tried to see if there was an adult nearby who knew the children. There were a few others who were here for a walk like me, but I didn't think anyone knew the children. Some of them had also stopped and were thinking about what to do. However, an old uncle couldn't watch this any longer. He went up to the kids and told them to stop fighting immediately. However, instead of scolding, he started telling them that how plants are living beings like us and uprooting them is killing them. While children were fighting, they even uprooted few plants. He then tried to make best of the situation and asked the children to help him replant the trees. Seeing this, some of other people and I also joined in and helped him. The old person even told the children that they should not lay on sand where insects are there. Those insects can hurt the children and transmit deadly diseases. After listening to the uncle, they stopped and actually helped in replanting the plants and promised not to lay on sand where insects are present and not to fight also. When a person came to pick them up, we did explain the situation. He apologized on behalf of the children and told us that he was very sorry for leaving them unaccompanied. I learned one thing from the old man: rather than scolding children for their mistake, it is our responsibility as a society to guide them and enable them to become better human beings. I am a huge fan of Amir Khan. His movies are loaded with strong social messages, yet they are not devoid of entertainment. My favorite movie till date is Rang De Basanti. It is a comedy as well as a drama movie and has excellent storyline. It was released in 2006, but I have watched it over 10 times. All the actors in this movie have performed to the best of their abilities. That means the movie is very well directed and well presented. The setting is both pre partition days in India and modern India. The story revolves around six Indian young students who assist an English woman to film a documentary on freedom fighters from their past. The events that led make them to relive the long forgotten saga of freedom. In fact, they realize they love their country and can make a supreme sacrifice for it. It has very moving songs and has also won the award for music director A.R. Rahman. Some of the scenes are so hilarious that I started laughing even when I am alone. It is a movie that shows that today's younger generation may appear to be aimless and carefree, but given the right direction and guidance, they can achieve wonders. Well, I am a person who loves to travel and explore new places. but always feel that nothing beats home when it comes to comfortable living. Today I would like to talk about such place where I enjoy going every year, but I find it really difficult to stay there for a long time. So the place is Jammu and Kashmir. It is my favorite destination in India. I love to travel and spend my vacation there. It has very cold weather which is different from my city's weather, and I like that difference. There are many reasons why I love to travel to Jammu and Kashmir. First of all, I really like visiting historical places, and Kashmir has a lot of historical places. Secondly, I really love Kashmir's night when all the stars can be seen. Kashmir has very low pollution. I am a foodie and I think Kashmir is a paradise for all food lovers as all the different cuisines in the world are available there. And finally, I think Kashmir is the best city for people who want to enjoy their vacation in cold weather. Even though Kashmir is a great place, there are still plenty of reasons why I think it is really difficult to live there. Let's start with the biggest one first. It is it has borders with Pakistan, which can unstable the state very quickly in a short amount of time. It gets very cold. Now, enjoying cold weather in vacation is good, but living in cold weather permanently might not be good for people who have lived in warm weather. People can get very ill because of the cold weather. That is why I would not like to live in Kashmir, but I will love to live for a few days in Kashmir and enjoy my vacation. As I stated in the starting, nothing beats home when it comes to comfortable living. There are many jobs in the world which are paid, such as the job of a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, a scientist, a politician, and so many more. Here I would like to talk about a job which I think is perfect for me. This is the job of a teacher. Everyone passes through the hands of teacher in school and college years. Teachers are known as nation builders. I believe that teachers have the power to make the world a better place. In ancient India, there was the Gurukul system. Even the king's children stayed in the home of the guru or the teacher. They used to do household works of the guru, and in return, guru imparted knowledge. Teachers improve the literacy rate of a country. When literacy rate is high, crime and violence go down. Nowadays, the government is paying teachers very good salary. This is to make bright students join this profession. I believe in enjoying what I do, and at the same time I wish to do quality work. A bachelor's in education degree is required to be a teacher. I would enjoy being a teacher. One of my aunt is a teacher. She tells me she enjoys her job very much. I have seen her with her students. I give her a lot of respect and love. So does her students. One day I wish to become as successful as her. We all have to make decisions from time to time. Some decisions are agreed upon by all, whereas some decisions are not likely by all. Here, I would like to talk about a decision which was made by my two friends Raman and Sundar when we were in 10th class. They decided to bunk school and watch a movie in cinema. I disagreed strongly. First of all, the idea of bunking school did not seem right to me. Then going for a movie without parents' permission was out of question as far as my thinking was concerned. I advised them to go for a movie on Sunday in the morning after taking permission from parents. But they didn't listen to me and were forcing me to come with them. I was confused as I did not want to disappoint my friends, but my father is very strict. I knew that if he found out, he would be very upset. I could not even bear to think about that. So I said a firm no to my friends and I did not go with them. They, however, did not agree and went for a movie. I remember I felt very light-hearted for not going with them. I cannot even think of lying to my parents or hiding anything from them. So this decision was made by my friends which I did not like. Since March of last year, we have been following the news very closely, especially related to COVID 19. Initially, it was about the spread of the coronavirus in China and it beginning to spread to other countries. This was followed by an increasing number of infections and people who suffered or died because of COVID. The words like pandemic, social distancing, and lockdown, which were never heard of, became common in every house. During the last quarter of 2020, good news about the vaccine was heard, but people were not sure whether it will work or not. Finally, in the first week of December, sitting at home, I heard the best international news on news channel. The news was about the vaccine. In fact, now we have various vaccines that are approved for common use. It was a big relief as once everyone gets vaccinated, I can resume a normal life, go to work, and meet my friends and relatives without worrying. This news affects not only me but everyone around the globe. I now feel I do not have to worry about safety of my parents and my grandparents and it will not be long before normalcy would return. I love the mountains. In fact, I like the mountains more than the beaches. Shimla is a beautiful hill station and it is not very far from my hometown. Shimla has a lot to offer. On the other hand, Shimla is also an old town, so it has ancient structures and old buildings. Whenever I am in Shimla, I visit the Honey Hut, which is a cafe where I enjoy a warm cup of honey and tea and relax. I can never get bored there because it is a town where I can see honeymoon couples dressed as if they are going to attend another wedding. It is also fun to watch children playing with snowballs, eating ice cream sitting on snow. Many shops sell colorful wooden souvenirs which are inexpensive. In case one gets bored with the human population, you can just watch the snow and be happy. There are very beautiful destinations in Shimla So whenever I get a few days off, I like to go to Shimla and spend some time there and enjoy.